Hi, I'm going to today talk about tennis elbow. So this is a very common injury. It's an overuse injury associated with repeated tennis motion and also with other activities that involve a lot of gripping or bending of the wrist backwards. So good stretches, if you start feeling pain on the outside of your elbow, the first stretch you want to do is grab your hand down, elbow in by your side, bend your elbow. Then you want to extend out and fill a hole in the front of your elbow. And you're going to hold that there for 30 seconds, then bring it back in. So you're going to feel some tension there. If you have a flared up tendon, it's going to be sore, and it's okay to stretch through some soreness with this exercise. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, turn out, and I'll put more tension on that tendon area. And then you want to come back in after 30 seconds, and you do that 3 times. So tennis elbow is a lot of times associated with muscle imbalances of the shoulder. So you want to make sure that your shoulder mobility is good and that you're strong proximally, meaning behind the shoulder blade, so it puts less stress on your elbow. So there's other videos that we have showing how to stretch your shoulders. So I'll refer back to that one. And then working on your postural muscles will relieve tension on the elbow while you play. Another thing you want to entertain if you're getting the elbow pain is to talk to your pro or tennis pro about your gripping. Maybe you're using too big of a grip, too small of a grip, or maybe your grip is too old, or the tension on your string. So if you're having too much tension on your string, that might be causing some of your elbow issues, or if you're using too light of a tennis racket, you might be overswinging. And I'm not going to pretend I know all the answers to that question.
Other issues with tennis elbow is for your site of pain is going to be right here on the point of your elbow. All right. If you straighten out your arm and turn your palm up, you can feel the point right out here in your elbow. And if you bend your elbow up, you'll feel that point. Typically, right on that point, it's called your lateral epicondyle. That's why tennis elbow is called lateral epicondylitis. You'll have pain right there in that muscle. And if you pull your wrist up, you'll feel that muscle. That is where the location of the injury is. I think good non-operative modalities, and 90% of people will heal with non-operative management, include the strap. You're going to want to put that strap 1 to 2 finger breadths just below the point. So feel the point and put 2 fingers there, and then just that's where you put your strap. You can also wear splints. Splints will help hold the wrist up. You can either wear them at night if you don't like wearing them during the day. That'll take pressure off the elbow. Or if you want to wear them during the day, it'll help prevent you from doing activities that'll repeatedly irritate this muscle. And activities like that, I mean, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be tennis. It can be grabbing a refrigerator door. It can be construction work. You see it all the time with a hammer. So it just doesn't have to be tennis. And quite honestly, I see it quite frequently in my golfers. Do you have any other stretches? Any other activities?
So that's the most important stretch, is bringing it out here. And then when we talk about getting stronger, really, if it's acute, we really don't like to do too many wrist curls. So they say, oh, you gotta get your forearm stronger, but this motion is what's causing the tendon and the muscle to be inflamed, so we want that to rest. Once the symptoms go away, to prevent it from coming again or becoming a recurrent injury, is to, when the symptoms calm down, to do your wrist curls and keeping the postural muscles strong so that you are not overusing that elbow again.
Agreed. And I think finally, if you start off with the non-operative management of activity modification, racing, the strap, you're doing physical therapy with your local therapist, and that fails, that's when we start to talk about injections. I think as far as injections are concerned, there are a lot of injections that are well documented in our medical literature that are very beneficial for tennis elbow. I would just recommend you get, if you're going to get an injection, you get it by an orthopedic surgeon. And then 2, I typically only recommend 1 corticosteroid injection. I would not be getting serial corticosteroid injections, as I feel, knowing the pathology of tennis elbow, that can cause you more harm than good. Yep.